Welcome to a special edition of Worship Quest Wednesdays. We have all heard the news. We've seen videos and pictures of the aggressive and uncalled for Russian attacks upon Ukraine. But I wanted you to hear directly from friends of mine in Ukraine on what's happening and how we can best be praying with Ukraine. So I'd like to introduce you to Valerii and Valeria. Valerii is a pastor of a church near Kyiv, and they have two beautiful children who are 11 and 5 years old who are with them, and they are from Irpin, which is a suburb of Kyiv, and they are currently internally displaced within the country, staying in Western Ukraine. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for your invitation.
Yeah. So first, tell us about yourselves and your family, more than what I just said.
Okay, Dara.
Well, as Stephen mentioned already, we are Valerii and Valeria, and we have two children. And for 15 years, we have been lived in Irpin. We had a minister there, we had a church, and we really led it for 15 years. Valerii is pastor, and he is like Bible teacher, professor now, and he has his PhD psychology, not psychology, but
Theology.
Theology, yes. I worked for hospitality business, and we just lived, dreamed, did what we could at our small town. And, we dreamed about the future, what the future will be for our church, for our family, for our kids. And for now, yes, you are right, we are displaced, we are refugees. We never thought that we would be refugees, because several years ago we received refugees from the Donetsk region,
Eastern part
from
of
the
Ukraine.
eastern part of Ukraine, and we served them as we could, and we never could imagine that we would be at their place now, when you just flee of your house with small backpacks. But okay, we can see that life can continue even after such events.
Yeah. What can you tell us about your current situation? Are you safe where you are?
Yes. Now we are in the western part of Ukraine. Such events, of course, was impossible for us a couple weeks ago, but we started preparing for some possibilities of Russian aggression. So with our teams, with many good ministers, we planned what if. And now with a part of our church, we are in Western Ukraine. Also, part of our church is now abroad, Poland, Sweden, and so we are safe. Thank you.
But a lot of people are with us here because it is forbidden for men to cross the border right now. All men should stay in Ukraine, and we have families where wives, they don't want to leave their husbands and stay with them. So we have part of our church here, and we try to serve them, and we still try to get more families, more people from Irpin, from Bucha, and now we have one family on the road to our place. And yes, we are safe now, and we hope and we pray that will be safe till the end. But today in the morning we had news that Russia bombed two neighbor regions, like Ivano-Frankivsk and Luz. It's regions that are near the region, and of course it's we are a little bit maybe not afraid but disturbed as well, because we have children here, we have women here, and we are not sure about tomorrow, but we just trust the Lord that He will keep us.
That was the next question I was going to ask you. What is it like in your hometown right now? And so you said that Russia bombed near your hometown today.
Oh yes, it's about our hometown now is very bad situation. Irpin now is very famous town in the world, and of course we don't seek such fame for our town. And now this region is just region of war, and many attacks, many it's very dangerous place in short. And we prayed for many of our families from the church, because not all of them could evacuate in a couple days. Some families had big problems, for example, with elderly, with sickness, different, so on. But now almost all are evacuated from Irpin, and it's
Stephen, now you will not find the Irpin, it's almost totally bombed and ruined. And I think that it will be more, because it's like a last line before Kiev.
Okay.
And they try to evacuate now as many people as they could, just to have place there to protect, to fight Russians.
One woman, she was injured when she tried to run away from Irpin, and also was injured her son. Two sons, and it's terrible, because Russians attacks civilian people, and even some agreement about like green corridor didn't work. It's terrible.
Yeah. Now, how do you hope that the church will respond during this time of war?
I start with that. A church can respond on many levels. For example, first level, it's to serve people in need now. So many volunteers in the church now is very active. They are trying their best and even risking their life. And for example, one volunteer has died from Irpin Bible Church in Irpin, because he just wants to help people. And now many volunteers from churches, different regions of Ukraine, trying their best to help people. And of course, is just one sphere. There are many others. Um, for example, uh, many people just believe in its poison ideology about Russian world, about Putin like protector of Christian values, so on. And now in Ukraine, it's obvious for us that this aggression is just pure evil for us. It's not provoked from Ukraine, so on. And but of course, it's spiritual war too, even so. So we just pray and help, and many people are volunteered now, and we are waiting for the God's answer for us now.
How many people do you have with you?
It's hard to tell because more than 200 people we and our friends from CERN now helped to run away from Irpin, Bucha, Chernihiv, and try to help them to drive here and then send them abroad.
Okay.
And I think that more than 100 people are staying in Ukraine, and CERN now help them with accommodation and food. And I think that about not less than 50 people are at our place.
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you for helping care for them.
A lot of them are from our church, so we try to be together. We try to communicate, and we have like our group of the church, and we try to communicate with each other. And it's really needed now. People are, even for those who are not with us, they're in the different places along the world, but they really need our support and understand that they are not alone, that they are with church, nevertheless the circumstances, and they belong to that church till the time when they will find like church at their places. They should feel this support and this that they belong to.
Yeah. How can we best be praying for you and Ukraine?
It's sometimes it's mystery for ourselves how we can pray in such situation, because it's something. Sometimes I think it's something surreal. It's like unreal for us, and sometimes it seems like deep dream, and you can awake. This war is not real, but of course it's real, and aggressor is real. So our prayer now is not for like abstract peace, abstract just all be good, so on. But of course we now see a real enemy, real aggression, and of course we pray for our defenders. Many from our church too now serve as
So like soldiers,
like
in our
soldiers,
army.
policemen, so on. So we pray for them, for their health and protection. We pray for people who under attack in town like Chernihiv, Irpin, Kiev, Kharkiv, so on. Mariupol. It's terrible situation now, just catastrophe. And of course, we pray now for for defeat like wicked plans of aggressor. Now it's very real for me story of Purim, story of Esther, because wicked plans of Aman was ruined by God. So we pray now that all wicked plans about people of Ukraine were ruined by God now.
And we believe that we should pray, and we pray for that evil will be destroyed, and that not just about the victory in the war. I want these people to stay in Ukraine, because if these people will immigrate, I'm sure a lot of them will not come back. They have children. They have, they will try to build their life for their children in those places where they will immigrate. But our country needs people who will rebuild it.
Yeah. Well, just know that we are praying for you and we love you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you for sharing with us. I appreciate your time. I know that it's very busy and you're very concerned for friends and family that are on the front lines and still in those areas that are constantly being attacked and bombed. And so thank you for the time that you set aside to share with us right now.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
having
It
us.
was our pleasure to tell about this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
That we pray.
Well, God bless you and God bless Ukraine.
Thank you. God bless you, Stephen.